Hello.
Oh, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so blessed. Thank you so much for your time. I'm looking forward to this. You look amazing, first of all.
Thank you. Really? Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, some people just naturally beautiful.
I appreciate that. I was trying to get the lighting right.
I think it's an impossible task because I have a ring light in front of me. I have the house lights on, and I still feel I look like the Loch Ness monster.
Right, right. Is my sound cool? Do you hear stuff in the background?
No, 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 no. Mm-mm.
Okay, cool.
You sound amazing. All right, so listen, it's an honor and a pleasure. Let's get started. It's 1035 The Beat, Papa Keith. I have the honor and pleasure of chopping it up with Charm LaDonna.
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you got a song out right now called Westside.
Yep,
And obviously you have some affection for the West Side because you're from Compton, correct?
correct.
So let's talk about how that song came about and why it was so important for you to come out with that song right now.
I wanted a song that kind of like represented where I'm from, right? In the sense of sound, in the sense of aesthetic, even down to the visuals. And when I, worked on the song with these two producers, these female producers, these women producers, Nova Wave, I told them how important that was for me. And then, we kind of like, we got West Side. And, it's crazy as being a new artist in this time and putting out music and not really knowing how it's going to be accepted. But I just said, fuck it, let's go. You
I
know,
love it.
I,
And sometimes the best things happen with that kind of spirit and attitude, you know?
yeah, yeah. So I,
So
put it out, did the video, and here we are.
did did it make sense also because I know you have a background in choreography
Hmm.
and you've been on the road from you were young a child, you know. So with COVID happening and everything, and we'll get into that because I definitely want to talk about your past with the choreography and the dancing and stuff like that. But did this allow you the time to kind of keep still a little bit where there's no tours, there's not a lot of activity like how it normally is? Did it give you an opportunity to really get into your musical side now?
It actually did. I mean, I've been working on the music, but it gave me a chance to kind of really focus in on it and really get my own visuals done and really just like dive deep, like heavy into what I wanted to do. With the support of everyone around me, it still was a process. So COVID kind of just like, for me, it gave me that little like extra like spark up, let's go.
All
And
right.
so yeah, I did. It was scary, but I did it.
That's what's up, and you're here now. All right, so let's take it back a little bit because I found out through some research and stuff that you used to dance with Madonna.
Yeah, yeah.
First of all, at age 17, correct?
Hmm.
So first of all, what was that like? Because Madonna is like legendary. Her shows aren't regular. You was a 17-year-old with Madonna. Like, what was that like?
I mean, that it was literally how you saying it. I can't even to this day sometimes put into words like how that was. But I mean, imagine a kid from Compton, really I've never traveled, and the next thing you know, I'm on stage in front of 100,000 plus people, and just traveling the world and learning so much about myself and what I wanted. I think it was crazy. I know that sounds super vague, but it was crazy experience, man. It was hard work. And that kind of just like pedestal just pushed me forward into my career to keep going and doing everything I'm doing now.
That's an amazing jump off. Did Madonna or her name play any role into how your name developed? As an artist.
Oh, my middle name is LaDonna.
So it's just ironic.
It's yeah, that's just my mom named me LaDonna, so it just works
That's
out.
that's what's up. It makes total sense. But you can see how a person may be like, well, was there some influence there, or on how you put it
Yeah,
together?
no, for sure. No, for sure, I get that.
That's what's up. So, hey, who introduced you to the music side of things differently from
Um,
because I know you're automatically attached to music, being a choreographer and being a
mhm,
dancer, but to
mhm.
actually do the music, how did that come about?
That came about my brother. My brother was like a writer, and he was a rapper, you know, a West Coast rapper back in the day. And I used to go with him to the studio.
Feel
And
free to name drop on who your brother is.
no, my brother, his name is Ike, but back in the day, like he went by the name of Rock, and he literally just like I would just be in the studio with him. He was a writer and just you know a guy from LA who kind of knew everybody. So I would go to the studio with him, and that's where kind of like the other side, right? Uh, the being able to write and the poetry side kind of took over in that way. And you know, here I am today, years later.
Do you feel like you were born to dance, born to choreograph? Like, I
I
mean, starting
I
at
think I
such a young age?
Yeah, you know, I've always had an affinity for the arts. I think I was just born to entertain, and I love the arts. I'm literally an art kid, from acting to dancing to music to writing to producing to direct. I love creative. You know, I love what that is, and I think that was my gift. That you know, God said, "You're creative."
Let me ask you this, because there's going to be a lot of people, a lot of your fans, a lot of people that want to understand like what goes into it. Um, how many auditions have you tried to be like a Disney kid or this or that, and how did those things work out? Because if you started at 3, I know you and in LA, I'm sure you did a lot of auditions, a lot of things before you got to go on stage with Madonna.
I'm about to be very honest with you and tell you how just what it is. And to be honest, I didn't do a lot of auditions.
Oh wow.
I didn't. I wasn't an industry kid, right? Like I was in LA. I didn't have an agent. I didn't have none of that. It's just that I love to dance. So I was in dance classes and performing like that. But I never did industry stuff. My first job, I think I was like 10 years old, and that just so happened to happen because they had the audition at my dance studio, and I walked in.
It gets no more convenient than that.
And I walked in, and my dance teacher was like, "You should go audition." And I walked in and did it. And I ended up, meeting one of my mentors to this day at that time. And then I didn't audition again. So I was like Madonna, really. Maybe like a couple of times, but I was focused on my craft. I was training, I was training dance, theater, that kind of thing. So I wasn't really
Gotcha.
auditioning. And then I auditioned for Madonna and I got that. So it's kind of like, you know,
It's special.
special. I will say
Yeah,
that special.
special. What? Let's talk about the transition between being a dancer to becoming a choreographer. How does
Mhm.
that happen? How did that happen for you?
I don't think it was a transition because I did them simultaneously. Like I
Gotcha.
knew I knew I
Most
loved
most
it.
most choreographers do that way, right?
Yeah, so while I was choreographing, I was still dancing, right? And while I was dancing, I was still choreographing, if that makes sense. So there wasn't like a complete like, oh, okay, no more dancing. I'm not because just a couple years ago I was on tour with Kendrick as a dancer, as a dancing with him. So they go hand in hand for me at least.
Were you on that damn tour in Miami?
I was. I was there. I was me.
You were on that Grammy stage?
I was on that Grammy stage, banging that drum.
Amazing, amazing. Like, your story as I dive into it, it's just so beautiful. It's so amazing. And your Black Girl Magic is just sprinkled on all these amazing things. J Balvin's music video. Can you talk about that?
That's actually Rosalia's video, Conatura. I'm assuming it's
Hmm.
that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a Rosalia song that her and J Balvin did together. Yeah, I choreographed that. I won my first VMA for that, actually, for that choreography. Uh,
Congratulations.
thank you, thank you.
That is amazing. So now to add to, all the stuff that you've done as a dancer and a choreographer, now your single is out and
My
more
single is
accolades.
out. Westside is out. I co-directed the music video. I did the choreography. I did the creative. I had a friend of mine also assist with the choreography. She's from LA as well. And I pulled my team together and we kind of made it happen during COVID safely. So I was
That's
fortunate
what's up.
enough that I had the community around me to kind of like help get that vision out because I was pushing to get that vision out. It was specific for me. It meant so much to me. So yeah.
Charm LaDonna, what's next? I mean, the song is out. It's gonna do well. You're gonna have an
Yeah.
album. What's next? It seems like you're still climbing. You're still wanting to do more.
Yeah, 100%. That's for me. It's always, it's steps. I always want to do more in the sense of like, going after my goals and my dreams. And like I said, I'm really truly a person of the arts. So, what's next is just like, my music, more visuals, me, in front of the camera, me behind the camera, me just trying to do it all. That Renaissance woman that I know
So
I can't.
maybe a full feature movie.
Maybe all of that. Let's manifest all of that in there.
Yes.
Get it on to me, please.
That's what's up. Well, congratulations on all your success. Your single, I've heard it. It's dope. You representing the West Side for sure on there, letting people know where your humble beginnings began, and you're taking it back home to let the world know it's the West Side. Although I'm here on the southeast coast of Miami,
Right.
We got lots of love for the West Side, and we got lots of love for you, Charm LaDonna. I appreciate your time. And I can't wait until, your tour makes it to Miami. Your tour makes it to Miami.
Yes,
and we get to see you, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
No, it's all love, man. Be blessed. Thank you, Charm.
Bye.
Bye-bye.